Hi there, Anna here, Customer Success Manager at Trumpet. One of the biggest challenges I think I've faced as a CSM pre-Trumpet is a lack of collaboration between the sales team and the CS team. There's a load of deal context that would be really useful for me to know as a CSM that might be scattered across Slack, the CRM, conversations that I might not have jotted down, notebooks, documents, and so on. It's really difficult for me to collate all of that into information that I can use to make sure that my partnership with my new customer is as successful as it possibly can be. We've created internal pages, a new feature in Trumpet that sits directly inside of your pod that tackles exactly that. It's a dedicated internal workspace that allows sellers and CS to collaborate more effectively together. In here, you'll find a snapshot of your deal. When was the pod created? How long has it been going on for? Who's my AE? And what's the status of the deal? We've then got a section dedicated to notes. So anything that might have happened throughout the sales process that is going to be useful for me to know, my AE can drop down here. Same goes for me when I start to go through onboarding and beyond with my customer. Anything that I should be aware of, I can jot down here as well and use as an internal source of truth. We then have a mutual action plan. Mutual action plans, as we know, are an extremely effective way to get deals to close faster by creating transparency and accountability between ourselves and our prospect or customer. Same goes for internally though. There are steps in here that I might have assigned to my AE that I need them to carry out to make my life as easy as possible and to make sure the handover and customer experience is as smooth as possible as well. There are also steps I've added for myself to again make sure that this partnership is going to be as successful as possible. We also have an org chart in here. This is something that we automatically populate for you throughout the sales process. So it's very, very useful for the seller. But for me as a CSM, I need to know exactly who my executive buyer is, who's going to be signing on the line for any upsells or renewals that I have with this customer, who's my decision maker, who's going to be influencing my end users if adoption drops or I need a bit of a boost or I need to align with them strategically on how we can make this partnership really successful. Who are my champions? Who are my blockers? Everything is logged here in one place. Finally, we have a file hub. We have internal files here that my AE and I might want to collaborate on internally or be aware of for this customer. But there's also a section for prospect uploads. Did my customer upload anything throughout the sales process that I need to be aware of? Internal pages can be thought of completely as an internal source of truth for each of your customers, all inside of Trumpet.